Master of Science in Technology, Farhan publicly defended his doctoral thesis entitled Image Analysis and Statistical Modeling for Applications in Cytometry and Bioprocess Control on the 23rd of April 2014. With this statement, I present my views and comments whether the thesis meets the scientific requirements set for doctoral thesis, whether the role of the defendant has been enough in the research work, and whether the thesis should be accepted for the degree of Doctor of Science in Technology. The thesis consists of an integrated introduction and a collection of 6 articles. The research focus has been twofold. 1. Development of automatic image analysis methods for the segmentation and clump splitting of bright field and fluorescence microscopic images, and 2. Study of data analysis methods for bioprocess scale-up and prediction by applying statistical modeling. The research objectives within each of these topics are clear. The way of carrying out research has been constructed by starting from the known problems of current methods and the needs of the applications. Despite some effort by the defendant, however, the connection between the two topics remains weak. The connection between inline measurements and single-cell characterization, and on the other hand, statistical bioprocess modeling, is not self-evident and is truly a question related to the different scale and representativeness of the measurement. Therefore, in the current state, the connection remains sketchy, and in this thesis, the connection hasn't been studied in a way supporting the existence. The thesis starts with a concise background and review on the challenges and related works. The research objectives are brought up clearly in the text, but not in the form of accurate claims or questions which could be accurately answered later. The major contribution of the thesis, Chapter 2 and publications B1 to B4, focuses on the developed segmentation methods for microscopic images. Not all the details of the publications are repeated in the introduction, which is proper when considering the purpose of the introductory part. The selected image processing methods and performance metrics are suitable for their purposes. The primary issue lies with the exclusion of locally adaptive thresholding methods from the comparisons, and there exists some questions related to the ground truth collected using manual segmentation. However, the method development properly focuses on the set objectives, and the proposed methods can be put to use in practical applications with ease. Especially the method designed for splitting clumps of non-convex objects is interesting. The secondary contribution of the thesis described in Chapter 3 and publications B5 and 6 focuses on the bioprocess modeling with the chosen approaches. Despite the effort, motivation for selecting just random forests remains somewhat unclear, but the other methods are natural selections. Also, the use of unpublished data does not allow for easy reproduction of the results. However, the analysis and automatic selection of the important process variables is important in many fields and applications. The presented connection between this and the feature selection problem in pattern recognition is interesting. In addition, the way of encoding the categorical variables into a usable form and decoding predicted variables back to categorical variables are also of interest, which can be noticed also from the general interest towards mixed models. The results of the case studies are presented in Chapter 4 and all the publications. Selection of the results presented in Chapter 4 raises an important question: which is the most appropriate way of evaluating method performance, quantitative or qualitative? The results shown in this chapter focus on images of the segmentation results, not on the quantitative evaluations presented in the articles. Considering the bioprocess modeling, the achieved results are good, but also inconclusive. There exists a call for future work, especially in the evaluation, selection of the regularization parameter value, and consideration of other methods. The discussion in Chapter 5 is an overview of the results. The presentation style corresponds to Chapter 1 and does not give very firm conclusions. However, the presented items are supported by the research results. The thesis is written understandably and the English language is very good. Throughout the thesis, the use of literature is good, with few exceptions where stronger references would have been used. The included articles have gone through a review process and the forums are of high and standard quality. 3 of the articles are journal papers, whereas 3 are conference proceedings papers. All of the journals have an impact factor and their publication forum levels are either 3 or 2. Considering the journal articles, the selected forums can be considered as of high quality. With respect to the conference articles, the quality is standard. 2 of the conference proceedings are ranked as scientific publication form. Recent developments in microscopy, imaging techniques and computational methods have been significant. Now it is possible to push the limits of optical microscopy into the domain of subcellular structures and characterize and track individual cells. The topic of this doctoral thesis is timely and its extent is what can be expected from a thesis. To my knowledge, it gives new contributions to the 2 focus areas, automatic image analysis methods for the segmentation of cells and statistical methods for bioprocess modeling and scale-up. The research has been carried out according to the standard scientific practice, and the results can be foreseen as practically applicable, at least in a clump splitting, automatic selection of the process variables and process scale-up. Special attention can be put on the supportive attitude towards openly accessible research results, data and method interpretations. The doctoral thesis by Master of Science in Technology, Farhan, meets the scientific requirements set for doctoral thesis. Based on the public examination, the defendant has had a central role in the research work. He masters the focused topics and required scientific methods, and he defended the thesis successfully. I hereby recommend the thesis to be accepted.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or comments regarding the thesis, please ask the questions on the floor.